and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be discussing the WWE move to Netflix. I just want to have a little discussion about the Netflix deal and WWE. So, firstly, I want to say it's a great deal. I want to get it straight off. It's going to save me about £50 a month, which is brilliant. How do I come up with that number? Well, I currently pay for TNT Sport just to watch the wrestling. That's £40 a month, plus £10 for the WWE Network a month. So there's your 50. So yeah, it's going to save quite a bit of cash. So the deal is for the WWE, NXT, obviously Raw, SmackDown, NXT. All the live shows are going on there, plus all the PLEs as well. So the premium live events, they're all going to be on there as well. And actually, if you go to Netflix right now, you type in WWE, there it is already showing, like that. So the first one is obviously going to be on the 4th of January. That is going to be SmackDown. And then we're going to have, obviously, then we'll have on the 7th of January, we'll have Raw and then NXT. Now, they will be live, and then you'll be able to watch them afterwards. Just like sort of you do now. We don't know yet about advertisement. Now, I am on the non-advertisement tier of Netflix, but I've got a distinct feeling that we are going to get adverts. Pretty much like we do with the WWE Network. Now, if you watch Raw, SmackDown on there, or the PLEs, you'll notice that they do adverts on there. They're normally featuring WWE stars, but they're normally adverts anyway. So I think there's going to be something like that, because NXT is on the CW Network in the US, and obviously I think is it SmackDown that's on USA? I might be wrong about that. And it's only Raw that is going to Netflix in the US, but all the shows are coming here to the UK. My discussion today is mainly what's going to happen with the WWE Network and the merger. So there's something that they haven't really clarified on, is the fact that, yes, we're going to have live Raw, SmackDown, NXT every week, and we're also going to get the PLEs as well, and that includes the NXT PLEs as well. So in regards to the WWE Network, is, well, what's happening with all the content on that? So, like I said, they've not been forthcoming about what's happening with all of that. So at this point, we're just going to speculate. At this point, in an ideal world, in a dream world, in the right way, the WWE Network closes on I think it's December 31st. There's two things you need to know about that. Firstly, the Raw won't be on there that well. The last Raw of the year and the last NXT of the year, you won't be able to watch on the network. The last NXT of the year is on December 31st. I don't know whether it's going to be a recap show or an actual show, because it's going to be New Year's Eve. So, yeah, it means that for us here in the UK, we won't be able to watch that, because the NXT deal doesn't come into place until the 6th of January. So will they be on NXT? Will they be on Netflix? Because we won't have access to the WWE Network. We don't know. Like I said, there's not much information out there to say what's happening with that. And that goes for Raw as well. So Raw's normally a week behind on the network. You can watch it at the moment on TNT Sport. Once again, that deal finishes on December 31st. So you'll be able to record it and then watch it as normal. But if you miss recording it, you won't be able to watch it, I don't think. I don't know. Netflix haven't said if you're going to be able to watch previous episodes of NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. And they haven't said anything about the pay-per-views or the PLEs. So, like I said, what I'm going to discuss now is what are we going to get. Now, like I said, in the ideal world, we'd want the WWE Network just to move over to Netflix and stay the way it is. I don't think that's going to happen. We can also look at what happened with the WWE Network in the US and Peacock when they bought it. And I still think now they haven't got all the content from the WWE Network on Peacock right now. I still think they're missing a ton of stuff. So let's start breaking it down. Okay, so all the documentaries that are on the WWE Network right now, so that includes things like Total Divas, The Rock, the Stone Cold, the Undertaker, all those networks, all the podcast stuff, the Rattlesnake podcast, all of that. I don't think they're going to go over to Netflix. Not straight away. They may come eventually. It all depends if WWE are going to allow them to use what they're using for the network right now to piggyback on that, or are Netflix going to have to make memory space or space, safe space to actually put all of this. Now the reason is because Netflix goes through a phase where they get rid of stuff and they replace stuff and all of this sort of stuff, and they bring stuff back. That is down to two things, down to licensing, and the second one is bandwidth. So how much stuff do they can actually physically store? So they have to move stuff so they can add more stuff, if you know what I mean. Now, if they're adding the WWE, it means that they'll have less space for all of that, which says to me that we might not get everything that's on the WWE Network. So I think we may get stuff further down the line. Like I said, ideally we would want everything from day one to be on the WWE onto Netflix from the WWE Network. I don't think that's going to happen. Previous pay-per-views, yes. I think we may get previous Raw, SmackDowns, and NXTs, but once again, it depends on if Netflix have a sort of moral dilemma. As we know, especially in the Attitude Era, it was fairly controversial and a bit wild. And we already know that some elements of the Attitude Era were edited for the WWE Network because they became not representative of the society that we live in today. So do I think we'll get old Raw and SmackDown episodes and NXT? Yes. Will some of the episodes not be there? I'm almost certain. Will some of the episodes be edited? I'm almost certain. So yeah. At the moment, I'm doing a watch through of every Raw and SmackDown. I've gone through 1998. I started a couple of years ago. I'm now on. I'm doing Raw and SmackDown and all the pay-per-views in order. I'm on 2006. Will I be able to continue doing that? I probably won't. That's the reality of it. I think we will definitely have every Royal Rumble, every Survival Series, every SummerSlam, every WrestleMania. They will probably be all on Netflix. In regards to other pay-per-views, I don't know. In regards to later stuff, I'm also almost certain that we won't get any WCW stuff or ECW stuff. I'll be really, really surprised if we get ECW and WCW stuff. I think Netflix will go through a phase actually of giving us certain things. So, we've got the Royal Rumble coming up at the end of January. Well, it's actually in February this year. Next year, I should say. So I think that they will put every single Royal Rumble on there for that, and then maybe take them off. We don't know. This is all I'm speculating. I don't think we're going to get. I think we'll get 65% of the WWE Network stuff, but a lot of it we won't get. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get WCW stuff, ECW stuff, Raw. We'll definitely get Raw, SmackDown, and NXT for a certain point. I don't think we're going to get WWE Heat or Mixed Match or Saturday Night Event. All of that sort of stuff. I don't think they're gonna be on there. All the little side stuff. The also as well as the reason I don't think we're going to get the stuff is because WWE Vault on YouTube have been uploading lots of stuff lately, more than normal, and I'm wondering whether that's why. I don't know. Also, it means the second-hand market. So all these DVDs that they've now stopped producing. And we've had, I think HMV and places like that, Zavvi, they had a massive WWE DVD clearance on everything. I think they were selling Blu-rays for £3 and DVDs for £2 and stuff like that. But they had a massive clearance. They are going to rocket in price because I don't think there is going to be that sort of material on there. If we don't get all the Raws and SmackDowns, we probably will get like the best of Raw and the best of SmackDown, like the DVD sets that we got. I hope not. I know, fingers crossed that we get everything that's on the WWE network on Netflix, but I just don't see it happening. And like I said, we can look at the merger that happened with the WWE network in the USA with Peacock. One, they say it's awful. Two, not everything is on there. Even now, which is, what are we, 3 or 4 years after that deal was done, everything from the network is still not on there. And I've got a funny feeling the same thing's going to happen with Netflix. We're not going to have everything on there, which is a real shame, especially for me, because I'm doing a watch view at the moment, and I think it's a missed opportunity as well for Netflix not to do that, by the way, because I think a lot of people don't like the current product, but actually like the older product. So I think a lot of people don't watch the current product, but have the WWE network because they like watching the old pay-per-views, they like watching the old Raw and SmackDowns, and some of the early stuff of NXT. Do I think you'll be able to do that in a capacity? Maybe, I don't know. But the problem is that Netflix haven't given us, or any of us really, a straight answer with what they've got coming up, what they're going to do. All we know at this point is that they're going to have Raw, SmackDown, NXT broadcast live, and then you can watch later on. Let us know in the comments how you feel about this. Like I said, for me personally, it should, from the 1st of January, you should be able to turn on Netflix and all the WWE Network content is actually on there. But yeah, it may come over slowly. But like I said, we're 4 or 5 years into the Peacock deal from the WWE Network, and they're still missing loads of stuff. Like I said, I don't think we'll get any WCW stuff or ECW stuff. Once again, I don't know what was ever said. Like I said, the deal was only ever done, I think, for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and the pay-per-views. Nothing's come out about other stuff, but they are shutting down the WWE Network. And the WWE Network was never said in any of the deals. So is this the end of the WWE Network? Are we just going to get what we're watching now, currently going forward? I don't know. I think it's a brilliant move for Netflix would be to put the whole content on. I know that that's probably impossible or can't happen for various reasons, I suppose. There's a lot of content for WWE. And I mean, a lot of content. Probably about as much as what's on Netflix right now. You've got all the pay-per-views, you've got all the interview stuff, you've got all the Raw SmackDowns, every single one. You've got all the pay-per-views, like I said. You've also got the documentaries, the Stone Cold podcast as well, all the other little podcast things. all the other little things that they've done as well. You know, the toy hunting one that they done with Zack Ryder, as he was called back then. I'm just trying to think, you know, you got things like Table Divas on there, but you also had things that weren't on there that I hope Netflix do get, like the A&E series stuff that they've done. But we don't know. We just don't know. Netflix haven't said anything. WWE hasn't said anything. So we're effectively in dark. So this video is just to basically say how I feel about it and what I expect to happen. So my wildest dream is that, like I said, on the 1st of January, we turn it on and everything's on there. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we will get a merger of a lot of stuff from the WWE Network over time. I think at this time next year, I still don't think all the content is going to be on there. But I could be wrong. They could prove us wrong. Let us know in the comments how you feel. And keep the conversation going because, like I said, we've still got a couple of months out yet until we officially know what's going on. But we need them to let us know what's going on, you know what I mean? And we're just in the dark. We're mushrooms at the moment. We're in the dark, being fed excrement. Being fed shit, basically. And they need to come out and clarify what is actually going to be on on Netflix. Are we getting the WWE Network experience, or are we just getting Raw, NXT, and SmackDown? Only time will tell. We're only a couple of months away anyway. But yeah, concerning. Let us know, like I said, in the comments. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out all the other content on the channel as well. You might find something on here that you like or not. Whatever. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And as always, we'll see you at the next video. Until then, we'll see you later.